Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Finding the Right Words. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groans that words cannot express. Romans chapter 8, verse 26. When a good friend is having a hard time talking with the girl he likes, it makes you want to step in and help. So I devised different ways that Ryan could bump into Melanie and strike up a conversation, but he chickened out every time. Finally, I got tired of talking about it and demanded that he take some sort of action. I threatened to call her myself and tell her to call him. He laughed and said I'd never do such a thing, which for a young man my age was like putting a match to gasoline. Yeah, you're probably right, I grinned. I gave him about 10 minutes, just long enough to let any lingering suspicion fall out of his mind, and then I looked up the girl's phone number and gave her a call. Luckily, she picked right up, and I said, "Hey, my friend Ryan has been trying to get a hold of you. You should give him a call. I think he's even home right now." She said thanks and cheerfully hung up to call him back. When I got to school the next day, I waited for my friend to show up. He came right at me like a bolt of lightning. "Melanie called me yesterday and said you told her to call me." "Uh-huh," I said nonchalantly. I didn't have anything to say. I had just gotten a popsicle out of the freezer and let the whole thing melt in my hand while I fumbled around, sounding like an idiot for 15 minutes. Sometimes that's exactly how I feel about prayer. I can go to all the trouble to get up early and wind up praying some weird variation of my lunchtime prayers. So when the Bible says our weakness is that we don't know how to pray as we should, it's not kidding. But the beauty here is found in how the Spirit helps us in our weakness. I mean, this is God stepping in when we're supposed to be the ones talking. The Greek word for intercedes means He makes petitions for us. This shows us that even if we don't know how to say something, God is there to fill in the gaps. He's so excited to hear from us that He jumps in to help us communicate when we don't know how. So if you feel as if you don't know what you're asking for, the best thing to do is just to say something anyway. The Bible guarantees us that God will interpret the true feelings of our hearts even if we don't know them ourselves. Just give prayer a try. May God bless you today.